Hey, my name is Julian Maroda. I'm from Brussels, Belgium, having lived in Montreal for the last 8 years, and I'm the CEO and Minister of Creation at Norsfell.
In your own words, what do I do at this company?
So Josh is working on all the narrative aspects of games from Norsfell, namely the title code name Ragna Cycle at the moment. That's the principal one, and he's also helping with the branding of the company a bit and working on another title that hasn't been announced yet.
Ooh. I like how we're talking to each other, but then you refer to me in the third person. So I'm gonna name off some tasks that I did or I've been working on at this company, and you gotta rate them their importance out of 10. So when we first started, I made a promo video and horribly voice acted it. Out of 10, what would you rate that in importance?
It is true that we had some issues with the sound in the room that we recorded that into, namely called the bunker. But it was very important for us to make this video. It was actually mandatory. So the fact that you did it, I rate this 8 out of 10.
I'll just quickly name off the rest so we can move on to the next part. Together we came up with the backstories for each individual character. In Ragnar Cycle, we came up with the basic world backstory, and the basic story overview that the players will follow.
So for the story aspect, we want to put a certain emphasis on this, and I would rate this 7 out of 10.
So now I got to talk about what I've learned so far at the company. So while I've worked here for about 200 hours at this point, like 10 weeks in. So I definitely feel more confident writing and pitching, because the first couple weeks I was like, every time I pitched something, you called me on it, I would just be like, or not, do whatever you want. I don't know anything. But now when I come up with an idea, I'm like, do this. It's the best thing you've ever heard of. I'm not that bad, but I try. So I also want to talk about LinkedIn. You taught me a whole lot about LinkedIn and networking. Would you like to comment on what you've taught me about LinkedIn?
That first barrier is important to go through, and it's harder. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's harder to go through if you have a profile that's not by the books, but that is very ironic and a bit too much out of this world.